Welcome, beautiful yogis, to our Yoga Nidra practice. This is a meditation that we lie on our backs. You are guided by my voice on a journey through your body, through your energy body, through your mental emotional body, into your wisdom body, and finally into your bliss body. This is the secret pathway of the yogis to take us into oneness. So, let's begin. Please get comfortable on your back. A little pillow under your head, a bolster under your legs. Create a little space between your legs and at your underarms. Roll your head a little side to side so that it settles right in the middle. And that you can feel your body now comfortably and spaciously positioned, ready for our deep relaxation and meditation. So it's easy. All you do is follow my guidance, and step by step, breath by breath, you will be led, your Sherpa, to the cave of the heart. So the cave of the heart is mentioned in the Yoga Sutras as being the place where there is always a light shining in the cave of the heart. It never goes out. It's only covered up by our thoughts, our anxieties and our worries. And tonight we visit that cave in the heart. So please take a lovely deep nose breath in, holding your breath a moment. Pursed lips exhalation. And let's do that again, nose breathing in. At the fullness moment, we treasure that fullness. And then we blow that breath away, just as though blowing dandelions in the wind. And let's do it one more time. This is how we transition from our everyday consciousness and wakefulness into the state of Nidra. Nidra meaning sleep, but waking sleep. Good, so have a sense now of where your feet are. Have a sense of where your buttocks are. Where your hands are, perhaps the palms rolled either inwards or open. And how as you do that with your hands, your shoulders roll back, and it gives a little bit more space at the sternum, at the heart center. Have a sense that the middle of the back of your head is where you rest. And then just letting your awareness roam over the brow and over your cheeks and over your throat. Awareness moving over your front body, which softens your tummy, your groin, and your legs all the way down to your feet. And then sensing the back of your legs. We move up the back of the legs, behind the knees, the thighs, the cushy buttocks, the little hollow in your back, all the way up your spine to the shoulder blades, and the back of the shoulders, and the back of your neck, returning again to the middle of the back of your head. The practice of Yoga Nidra begins now with awareness coming to the breath at your heart. And so feeling the movement of your breath at your heart, and we begin the heart breath, as though breathing in and out of your heart. Allowing the breath to deepen here, and giving it your full attention of the heart breath. Awareness in coming to this part of the body. And just bringing in a sense of gratitude for being here, taking the time to become present, to practice Yoga Nidra. A little gratitude moment at the cave of your heart. And now, with this sense of your heart and gratitude, we bring in our sankalpa, also known as an intention. So a statement of intent, affirmation in the present tense, as though it is already so, phrasing that simply, clearly, and with a bit of passion in it, a bit of juice in it. And now I'm going to be quiet as you speak silently into your heart, your sankalpa, 3 times, with heartfelt conviction, as though it is already so. And now, with your sankalpa placed in the heart, we begin our rotation of consciousness, where we move awareness throughout the body. And we begin with attention tonight to your brow center. Take a moment and sense that point between your eyes. Awareness moving now to your throat. And from your throat, let your awareness go to your right shoulder and your right elbow. And move along to your right wrist. The palm of your right hand. And now let your awareness come to the finger pads, beginning with your thumb. Feel the pad of your thumb. The pointy finger, that index finger. Your middle finger. Your ring finger. And now attention to the pinky, little soft pad of your pinky. Awareness to the back of your hand. And the other side of your wrist. The other side of your elbow. And coming back to your shoulder. And to the hollow at your throat. Feel that. We now move attention to the left shoulder, the inside of your left elbow, and your left wrist. Sense and feel the palm of your left hand. And we now visit each and every one of your finger pads. So your left thumb, your left index finger, the ring finger, the middle finger, and your pinky on your left hand. Palm of your left hand, the back of your left hand, your left wrist, the pointy side of your left elbow, and the back of your left shoulder, coming now to the hollow at your throat. Please come to your sternum, to your right nipple and your right breast, and go across to your left nipple and your left breast, coming back to the sternum, and now down to your navel, to your pubic bone, and to your right hip pointer, to the middle of your right thigh, the top of your right knee, the middle of your right shin bone, top of your right ankle, and top of your right foot. And we'll visit all the toes. Stay fully present as you sense your right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and your fifth little toe. Awareness now to the bottom of your right foot and your right heel. The back of your right calf, back of the knee, back of your thigh, your right buttock, and coming across back to your pubic bone. Awareness to your left hip bone, the middle of your left thigh, the top of your left knee, the middle of your left shin bone, top of your left ankle, top of your left foot, the big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, baby toe of your left foot, and go along now to the bottom of your left foot, and the heel, and the middle of your calf, the back of your left knee, and the back of your left thigh, and your left buttock. Coming back now to your pubic bone, your navel, your sternum, and back to the hollow at your throat. This is rotation of consciousness. We move now to the middle of the back of your head, and we go to the hollow at the base of your skull, to your right upper back and shoulder blade, and to your left upper back and shoulder blade, back to your right buttock, left buttock, your tailbone. From your tailbone, move up your spinal column, aware of each of the bones of your spinal column. So just have a sense of moving very slowly up the back, visiting with each bone, through the hollow of your back, through the thoracic back, and all the way back to the hollow at the base of your spine, and to the crown of your head, and your brow center. Take a moment now to sense your entire body at rest, to know that we are practicing Yoga Nidra, to feel again your breathing. Welcoming each breath as it arises and falls away. To this time, bring your awareness to the movement, the feeling of your breathing at your lower belly. There is a rising and expanding on inhalation and a gentle falling away on exhalation. I invite you now to stay with this place of attention, belly rising and belly falling back, rising and falling back. Each breath moving through, expanding, releasing back. As you tend this moving of your breathing, the incoming, the outgoing, following the inhale to fullness, and the exhale all the way to the empty moment, registering that empty moment. And how each breath itself and the movement in your body is made up of many smaller moments. Allow yourself to feel these smaller moments that make up the inhalation and the small moment that is the turnaround, and the sequence of moments that is the exhalation. So there's a slowing, an amplifying of your relaxed awareness, that allows your attention to exquisitely rest on the movement of the breath. And in the doing of this, the thoughts and concerns, the random thinking moves into the background, and your breath now in the foreground. Please move your attention now to the feeling of the breath inside your nose. This too a beautiful place to rest the attention, staying just at the point inside your nose, and how the breath passes through this point. And you might notice that as the breath goes out, it's a little warmer, and as it comes in, a little cooler. It's sometimes it's helpful to simply, silently verbalize this. Inhaling cool, exhaling warmer. See if that's helpful to stay relaxed and focused. As we tend the breath at the nostrils, just inside of your nose, we stay there. And really tend the feeling of the breath at that one point. You can breathe deep and slow, tending that tiny place right at the inside of your nose, the texture of the breath, the temperature of the breath. The reassurance of the breath. The breath being all that is in this moment, everything else background. Practicing Yoga Nidra, staying awake, alert, following guidance. And the next time that you breathe in, let it be a really deep breath. Add a little bit more to this breath, add a little bit more, hold. And now as you let the breath go, have a sense of your entire body exhaling and getting a little heavier, more relaxed, dropping more deeply. Again, the breath in, the little moment of fullness, and how as you let the breath go again, your body can relax more deeply, drop more deeply into the support of where you lie, and become heavier. Your body now heavy, amplifying that feeling of a very heavy body, heavy as lead, your feet, your legs so heavy you can't lift them, your buttocks also just so heavy, your whole back, upper back, shoulders, arms, heavy as lead, your head, your body entirely now experiencing heaviness, heaviness dropping deeply into gravity, into the ground what holds you, imprinting your body where you lie, feeling heavy. Nice, everyone. We're now going to breathe in deeply, intentionally, pausing a moment, the top of the breath. And this time, as we exhale, the body becomes light, light, letting go that air, that weight, we become so light. Amplifying now the feeling of lightness. Light through your legs, light through your arms, light as a feather through the torso and head. So light, a little breeze could just lift you up, float you off the ground. Feeling that lightness floating, body light as a feather. Experience lightness. Floating lightness. Nice. Please breathe in again. Blowing this breath out through the pursed lips. We are practicing Yoga Nidra, and we are in the phase of the opposites. Sensing now as we move into the emotional body, your most recent negative emotion. It could have been worry, anxiety, or you might have been really annoyed or angry. So we all have these feelings, and just picking one that's familiar to you, one that you come back to a lot. Sometimes we need a story to bring it back, why we got so mad, why we got sad or depressed. But the invitation is to let the feeling of this express through your body. Where are you feeling this emotion? And let go the story of it. Often a negative feeling has a contracting quality to it. See where that might be. Where is it lodging? Contracting or tightening, whatever it might be for you. Amplify the feeling and really let yourself experience it fully. Nice, and we let it go. Breathe it away. Sense your breathing body. And as that negative emotion releases, think about what is its opposite. What is the opposite of the particular negative emotion that's familiar to you? And bring in the opposite. Could be ease, it could be joy, could be peace. Sense what that might be. Remembering when you last felt that, or a time that you felt it. And bring this opposite feeling, this positive feeling, into your body. Let it in deeply. Forget the story. Once you've accessed the feeling, you've clarified what it is. And let yourself experience it. Where is it? What is its quality? Is there a lightness, an expansiveness, an openness to it? Let it in fully. This is your body and your experience. your experience of the mental, emotional body. Good, and then let that go. You can take a deep breath, blowing this breath away, completely letting it go, aware that we are practicing Yoga Nidra, awake, alert, tending each word, following along without falling asleep. Coming now with your attention to your brow center. And so in the yoga tradition, the brow center, the seat of consciousness, the place of insight. Rest here a moment. The brow center has also been called the Guru chakra, the Guru meaning teacher. And so in a way it is an inner teacher, and the place where the inner teacher lives. And so as we rest here at the brow center, at the Guru chakra, we bow, we honor, we offer homage and gratitude to this inner guiding force that we all have residing here at the brow chakra. Rest your awareness, offering homage, honoring the lineage of teachers and the traditions which guide your practice, and from where this meditation originated. Honoring the inner wisdom at your brow. The invitation now to move your attention to your heart center. Feeling your breathing at the heart center. The inner wisdom at the brow is with you now at the heart center. And the sense of, at the heart center, seeing the opening of a cave. And there's a light in the cave, and you follow the light through the passage. And the passage takes you into a beautiful garden. In the center of the garden is a pond. Flowers all around. Butterflies, birds. Lovely sounds in the garden. And in the pond blooms a most magnificent white petaled lotus flower. And the lotus flower has 8 petals. And looking at this 8-petaled lotus flower, you see that there is a flame, a little flame which is the essence of the 8 aspects of our existence. And we see ourselves sitting in meditation at the edge of the pond, directing attention to each flame in turn in a clockwise direction, and we'll be guiding to each petal. And so we come now to the first petal of the lotus. We see the petal and the little flame, and this represents the element of the earth. One of the 8 aspects of our existence, this first petal is earth. I honor and bow to this flame representing the earth element. All that is solid and substantive in the world, both inside of me and outside of me. May the solid earth matter inside of me and outside of me be healed and nurtured by divine presence. We move clockwise now to the next petal, and this one represents the element of water, the second petal and flame. I honor and bow to this flame before me, this flame, the manifestation of the water element that exists both inside of me and outside of me. May the water element be healed, guided, and nurtured by the divine prayers that flow through me. As we still sit and see that 8-petaled lotus, that white lotus, we come to the third petal in the clockwise direction. We see the third petal in the little flame. And this is the element of fire. May I experience the oneness of the divine within this flame in the fire element. May the fire element, which is responsible for transformation, digestion, assimilation, metabolism, help me to understand and become more knowledgeable. May the fire within me and outside me be healed and nurtured by divine presence. We move to the 4th petal of the lotus, the element of air. And this flame is the manifestation of air which animates all life. May I experience oneness with this flame. May the air inside and outside of me be healed and transformed by divine presence. We move to the 5th petal, which is space, the 5th petal and the flame shining on it. I honor and bow to this flame that represents space and propels speech, my ability to heal, and the level of enthusiasm I experience in life. May all the space within, inside, and outside of me be healed by this loving, divine presence. We come to the next petal, which is the 6th petal, and this is individuality. This flame, this petal, represents individuality, which is a manifestation of the divine. May I experience oneness with my individual being or essence. May the wall of dualities that separate me from the infinite dissolve. May this flame of the I amness, be nurtured and illuminated by the divine healing power. And we come to the 7th petal, which stands for the moon. The 7th petal and the flame shining on it. This flame represents the feminine, lunar force within us, the tenderness and fairness with loving nurturing and embracing parts of the divine. May this kind and loving lunar energy be guided by the intelligence of divine light. The 8th petal of the lotus and the flame shining on it stands for the sun. The sun, or solar energy, signifies the masculine force of strength, power, determination, and indomitable will to do and to be within me. May this flame within me and outside of me be guided by divine intelligence and the healing force. Bring your awareness now to the central flame of the lotus flower and let all the flames of the petals merge into this flame. And our prayer for the central flame: may my existence, composed of earth, water, fire, air, space, individual consciousness, lunar and solar energy, become one with universal consciousness. Resting your awareness now, this lotus flower, however it appears to you, letting go now all the meanings of it, and simply seeing its beauty. To know that we are resting now, witnessing, experiencing, and directly in contact with the flame in the cave of the heart. This flame never dies. It's always here. Please rest, feel, and be present in the flame and the cave of your heart. Simply resting, feeling, allowing and receiving whatever shows up here. Staying fully present. In the deepest, calmest place to simply be, to rest. All the layers of being completely at rest.
If this time has taught me anything, it is that the tiny speck in this universe that we occupy
And beautiful yogis, sensing again your breathing and remembering now your sankalpa. And bringing in your sankalpa here in this place. Remembering it and repeating it 3 times in the cave of your heart. Feeling your breathing again. And now as you exhale, bring your energy through your legs to your feet. And moving a little bit, stretching your limbs, and then just rolling over onto your side. Resting on your side, integrating all the practices of tonight's Nidra. To know that all is well, even though the music didn't play right tonight. The Nidra is good. I'll hum you a little returning song. So glad you could come tonight. Thank you so much. And I look forward to practicing with you again soon. Good night and namaste. Good night, Kirsty. And good night, Helene and Jeannie. Thanks for coming. Good night, Helene. Yeah. He's my boy. Yes. He's my boy. Ooh. Oh, you just want to sleep, do you? You just want to sleep.